Hello, everybody. Welcome to another commentary and analysis. It's been like 3 days or 4 days since the last one, but you get another one today because Lily got sub 5 very, very soon after my Ellie analysis. So this is the 452, or more accurately, the 453 that Lily got. Like maybe 2 days ago at most. So yeah, I can't wait to analyze this run. It has been a long, long time coming. So long because Lily's been in the community for almost exactly 2 years now. It'll be the 2 year anniversary in like 3 days. But yeah, no, I'm excited to get into this run because it could have been second place by a wide margin, and I would love to tell you why. But we'll get right into it. If you know, you know. Um, Lily just chilling here for a minute. This may look weird to you. Um, if you don't know, this is a like an input you can do in the Rhythm Timer mod where you press like I think it's left and right at the same time. It does this. I'm pretty sure it's what it does. It might be a different keybind, but you basically just press that and it auto kills you, and that means you can reset a lot faster. Lily just uses this for convenience. It's not weird or anything. Um, Now, a lot of people will make fun of this seed, but I will defend it because I will not take the slander against Lily. You can definitely make this seed work, right? If you see the seed, let's back up to where Lily was like first looking at the seed. Yeah, right about here. There's a ladder here. There's some trees, and there's a possibility that there's a wider area. So it's not impossible to make this seed work because I mean, with this, you can tell it's already like near the center, but there's already like water here. So maybe there's easy water access. Maybe it's just a huge field this way. Lord knows with this, right? And it ends up working out, obviously. So it was fine. My one problem if I saw a seed like this would be the zombie spawns. But if you can get them somehow, then you can make it work. And here's the thing. There's enough here to make a wooden pickaxe, and then enough around here to make all your stone tools. And you can just use your like stone pickaxe to mine around and see if you can find a more open area if you want to. And you can shovel through those tunnels in order to make things a lot easier and keep your EPM. So if the cave is a good enough area to spawn zombies, this seed works perfectly fine. The only like huge issue I don't see rectified is trees, but you can probably find those. What this water tells me is that it's like probably better to go that way, which kind of sucks, but you might be able to go down like through here, and that would be fine. I don't know. That's just what I see an issue with is the tree number. But if you can make it work, you can make it work. If your spawn works, then you can go and explore the rest of your seed, especially if there's this much stone on the surface. So I think it's perfectly reasonable to start on this seed. There's just clearly better ones you could have, but it's not insane to start on seeds like this because you know where the ladder is. You have enough trees to work up your ladder of tools until you get all your stone ones, all that good stuff. So I'm impartial to the seed choice here. It works fine. We can see though it doesn't exactly work out, but it's like one thin. I can't remember if there's water below it or not. There's also a bit of an open area here, so it could work. You'll see later that this actually is only like one wide up here, so that's where all the trees really come from. Yeah, it's just water. Okay, I figured. But yeah, you could definitely use this time to explore. Um, what I probably would have done is actually saved going down the ladder until I got like a stone pick, and spent my time like exploring as much as possible up through here. Because she just sort of seems confined to this area. Um, I love that choice, by the way. To just mine the one like right next to the table, like you walk your way up. I love seeing stuff like that because it means the runner knows like at least somewhat what they're doing, and I very much appreciate it. What a lot of runners will do to elaborate a little bit more, maybe it sounded wrong there, but a lot of them will just finish down through here. They'll just stay close enough to the table and then walk over to the ladder. But you can always just mine stuff down here until you only need one more stone or like two more stone. Then just walk up and be a lot closer and have more bar if you want, or, you know, maybe you think that the bar is going to fill up before you reach the table, so you can just mine like here or something and rectify it. When you're doing that, it tells me you know what EBM is and you're caring about it. But like, again, staying confined to this area, like, there's a lot of stone over there. And see, I gave you credit, and then you immediately just don't take it. You need, like, what, 30 more stone during the run? If you wanted to keep your beam like you did last time, you could have mined through here if you wanted to and stayed, like, near the top, so you hopefully picked up all the stone and then gone up, which probably would have left you with more, like, more of your bar being empty to work with, but you did it the first time. You get a pass this time, I guess. Picking up benches, it's slower, but it's more consistent, so you know it's fine. You're just gonna get your stone tools here. You'll just need to remember that you need to scroll way up at the end, you know. Which, spoiler alert, the end menu is not good for other reasons. Very odd that, like, I hate to be nitpicky again. I feel like this is LWE all over again, or Ellie, but I don't know why you waited until you picked all of it up to shovel. I think you would have been able to keep your EBM if, like, you selected shovels, shoveled that one, collected, like, through here or something, and then shoveled down through here. And then maybe gone back up through here, and then, like, axed and those and stuff. Like, switching tools, yeah, I know it sucks, but when you get good at it, you get really good at it. I will give this a pass, too, though, because Lily accepts she is not good at menuing, so why would you do that? It just leaves you more room to screw up your menuing. So if you can't menu well, then don't do what I suggested. Just do what Lily's doing. It's fine. But like, if you can menu well, in basically any scenario you're plopped into, then that's what I would have done. But it's alright. It's fine. It just leaves the bar full for like a couple seconds, which is kind of awkward. Pick that up. Yeah, see, mining that, being aware, like, at least with stone, Lily is very, very aware of when the bar is getting really full, and so is trying to keep it not full as much as possible by mining this out and just getting that squared away. So I appreciate that a lot. I mean, again, though, we see layer in the red why it matters, but going up to that, like, top stone would have really solved a couple of questions. Would have made things easier. I'm gonna ignore how those trees were mined because I don't feel like analyzing that hard, but it was not fun. Not epic. The sand is also kind of chaotic, but it's fine. Get an iron here. Let's see, Liz still has stone to collect, right? Sure hope so. I can't remember. That's why I'm just waiting. Because, I mean, you only got 2 gem ores. Yeah, you do, okay. I wouldn't, like, necessarily collect all of it here, because, I mean, the surface still, it's a big question mark if you even get all of the trees you need at this point, so I wouldn't recommend getting all the stone. I can't remember if Lily does or not, that's why I'm saying it. But yeah, if you find yourself in a similar situation, don't worry about it. just remembered that all the iron was gotten, I saw that. Nice switch to the shovel before it completely filled up and you just were frozen on what to do. All that good stuff. Getting a bunch of sand here, it's fine. It's odd not doing that, or doing that when you don't have even any more mine though, like getting all the sand. I would personally prefer if you had some sand left over, because it can really cost you later. Nice, nice, nice. Good resets, good resets. You still have stone to click too. You could break that one for ease of access if you want. But it's not necessary. See, exactly, like right here. If you saved some... Wait. Ah, you made it fine. If you saved some, though, it would have been easier to know you would have conserved. But it worked out for you that time. Same thing here. If you still had sand to collect, you could have plopped down there. You could have gone all the way through here, gotten a little bit, and then gone back in. And even went towards the Jamor if you had even more to get. Could also be casually making your way down to this gym ore with shoveling sand if you want. Very easily. This is why you conserve your sand. But it seems like it's working out fine so far. Definitely leaving bar open right there, or full right there, but the zombie sort of helped not make it a catastrophe. Still need to get stone. Again, there's still stuff to do on the surface. I'm not too sure why you're getting it down here. Like, yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. If you had explored a little bit, you would have known about this area. And even if you didn't get all the stone you needed for the run, even if it was just getting like the stone pickaxe or something, you would know this for later. And when you're like zombie grinding, you could have been mining some stone up this way in order to open this up and get some trees and stuff. Instead of having to waste a little bit and have to mine an extra stone piece. But if you get spawns and you get lucky enough, it doesn't matter. Leaving those 2 wood is not as bad as I would say it really is, but it kind of sucks it went really far. And you're getting really solid drops this, run for zombies. Leaving those 2 is not necessary, though. You really could have collected those 2, mined this one, and then gotten towards the zombie. Or if you were far up enough, you could have lured the zombie here. So, like, right here, you could have gone down there. Even mind this one if your bar wasn't enough, which I don't think it would have been. I think you would have run out, or it would have filled up a little bit too fast. Could have gone through there, and then up here, lured the zombie in, and then mine this. And maybe had time to run away and kill it and collect all this. Just to keep those 2 wood, not have to mine an extra one later. But yeah, there's a lot of wood being left behind. If it's like 1, it's reasonable, but I mean, like, even like right there was 2 of them together, and you even let that one disappear. A lot of mistakes here. I'm assuming though it's because of the pace right now. I mean, think about it. At this exact moment, all Lily needs is like what, 2 more Ichor? So if you're in this situation, like, you're probably stressed out, because as a first sub 5 pace, this is ridiculous. What, you collect the 2 Ichor here, menu in 15 seconds, and boat, you can definitely get a 4-4x, which is insanity. Insanity. It's a shame that Ichor went up there, because if it went down, it would have been easier, but I think killing that zombie is fine. This menuing is quite slow, but, the pace, again. I'm not going to judge it too hard, but I do want it to play out. It would have been faster to have it on the bottom there, which is why picking up those benches a lot earlier in the run kind of screwed over things. It's funny that Lily is careful too, because it ended up that, like, yeah, hold on. It ended up that Lily didn't have enough fabric to even make 5 of them, so that's pretty comical in my opinion. And yeah, 452.866, which gets delayed by like a second in real time, so it's more like 453.9, I believe. This is like incredibly lucky run. That's how I'm going to put it. I don't think it's necessarily the worst executed sub 5. Probably the worst in menuing for sub 5, but I think in terms of execution, I would actually argue that because she played really darn well up until like the 4-minute 15-second mark or something, whenever starting like trees there, I'd say starting like around, like around 4 minutes, I'd say. The moment these 2 zombies died and Lily realized the number, so like a little before 4:10, probably was starting to freak out and mess up. But before then, I think played a lot better than when I did my 443. So I'm gonna give it, my 443 is the worst executed. I'll cede that, but let me put out the reaction first, because wow.
I'm gonna cry.
I hard relate to that. Hard relate. Like, I don't know if I necessarily broke into tears, but I felt like crying for a solid few hours after I got my sub 5. I'm tearing up thinking about it.
That's it. That's the video. I'm
It
not
is.
doing an analysis. I'm not doing a commentary. Holy shit. Holy shit. I don't even know what to say. That was crazy. And it was so bad. Like, I'm gonna talk about this later once I've calmed down. Let's fucking go!
Let's fucking go. Um, yeah, like I would say the execution is bad, but it's not as bad. Like definitely was aware of EBM and definitely was playing as if aware. Just a couple things like getting way too much sand way too early, um, and not exploring the seed enough when you had time, which was at the beginning when you were getting your stone pick and like stone tools. Um, but yeah, no, that seed worked out perfectly fine because it had a larger forest and a larger zombie spawning area near the top, which if you found sooner might have been able to use it more, but whatever. Um, yeah, I mean, other than like improving your tree gathering and being more aware of your sand, like keeping that around so you can EBM better throughout the run, I'd say this run was basically executed to the best level um, you could ask for a human to do up until the like the 4 minute 6 second mark or something like that. Um, because all humans are going to make small errors and small mistakes. Like even if you wanted to sand a lot, you might just end up collecting too much before you want to be done collecting sand. Like there's still like that far off Jamor or something. Uh, like maybe you got these two mine, there's still that one, and you end up getting 36 on your way down like here. It's just like, well, can't sand anymore, but still gonna lose bar, whatever. Like that happens. Sometimes the trees are just gonna launch wood in all directions. You can't collect all of it. It kind of just makes sense that stuff like that'll happen. You just kind of have to be ready for completely BS things to happen. And from what I'm aware of, Lily was very, very tired when doing the sub 5. So the fact that like you hadn't slept and your alarm to wake up went off pretty soon after this run, and even considering that you're able to pull off a 452 that could have been like what you started at hold on. You started like 432, so you could have reasonably gotten like a 448. That's crazy. That's nutty. That is absolutely nutty. And it's not just because of the drops, I don't think. Like you were executing well enough to get a pace like that, I think. But yeah, I don't know how much else I really have to add to this. It seems like it's shorter than a lot of the other ones, and I apologize for that, but I just think a lot of the run speaks for itself, right? And I don't want to constantly say that the wood gathering was really bad or something. Um, I like the unique thing I have to note is the exploration of seeds. Like imagine, I'll spell it out for you again. Imagine if when doing this, right? She mined this one while getting this one collected, went up here, and then went further up to see what else was going on, like looking around the perimeter. Which, if you look at where you spawn, it's obvious there's a perimeter going on. And I think it should dictate whether or not you reset, whether this is an easy thing to mine through, or there's like an easily accessible forest or like plains area around. So I feel like that would be your first priority. But again, when it's like, I don't know, maybe it's like 7 to 8 a.m. for without sleep, if I recall correctly, you're not going to be doing that. So I kind of get it, you know? What I'm going to pin this as is the best tired sub 5. Um, Probably the fastest, extremely tired sub 5 I've seen. That's how I'm going to put it. But yeah, congrats, Lily. As much as you might say it's like a badly executed sub 5, you deserve it. And to everyone who wants to make fun of like the seed or something, you can make it work. The cave was not that good either, but she made it work. So I'm not gonna make fun of that either. I do wonder if you made a path through here. If I recall right, yeah. So imagine for a second you were able to do a loop-de-loop around the seed. That would have been pretty neat, but not seeing that is perfectly understandable. Like I'm pretty sure you can do it. Oh frick. Yeah, you could have done it. That would have been the perfect thing to keep sand around for, or get a ton of sand for, is like just mining through that as much as you can. But hindsight is 2020. I do hope Lily tries to get another sub 5 and get like an execution for one that she's proud of, but I think she doesn't want to run for a while, and I fully respect it. Once you sub 5, you can basically quit the game, and you're going to be considered one of the best players of all time. It just makes me wonder how she's going to do in like the tournament, depending on the time. Like, is it better or worse to be extremely tired for that? It might be better because she ends up getting luckier, apparently. Anyway, I think that's going to do it. I said this in the Ellie analysis, but if you want to see even more runs that aren't just sub 5s, you let me know because I will analyze them upon your request. And if you do not think I did a good enough job analyzing this, please leave in the comments what I left out. I'm saying that because Lily might actually have some other stuff to add, or some things that she disagrees with, because she also is a nerd about sub 5, Nerd Gang. So I can't wait to see what her comment is. But yeah, like, I don't know. I really don't have anything else to add. I guess I will see you all in 2 days when High ends up getting a sub 5, or in 1 day when Mario ends up getting one. Because that just seems to be the natural course of progression at this point. See you all around.